we can we can look back on that. This is history in the making, so this is all valuable content. How are you, man? Tell me how you been, just real quick.
Yeah, yeah, pretty good. Only, yeah, as you can imagine, just woke up, so maybe a little bit slow getting the answers out, but I'm excited to be here.
Mhm.
Um, I will let you know I probably can't make it the full hour, probably like 50 minutes, just move on to my client, but that's okay.
Yeah. We'll be quick. Let me share my screen with you. So, man, we are starting your podcast now. This is kind of so there's a few things we got to do, like the activity YouTube. You got to add me as
Yes, yes, I haven't got round to
yeah.
adding to you guys yet.
Yeah, so YouTube Studio, basically, I've sent the instructions. If you need help, just let me know. Just so you add us as your manager, so when we can be uploading there. And then Google Drive. Do you use Google Drive or Dropbox?
Google Drive.
Cool. Yeah, Google Drive. I would suggest. I know they have because the content will keep coming. Do you already have interviews done?
Yeah, I've done six,
Six.
okay, over the podcast, yeah.
And what? How did you do them? Zoom,
First five was Zoom, and the last one I did it through Riverside.
Riverside. Which one did you want to do first?
Um, So how would it work in terms of the ones I've already done that are live?
Wait, like when you say they're already done, in terms of you haven't released them, you just have the raw file.
Oh no, sorry. At the moment, I have none that's
Okay.
like, yeah.
Okay.
My next one that's booked in for an interview is on the second.
Perfect. 2nd of April.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. First interview. Who is it with?
It's a good friend from Sydney. He's just I didn't realize like he's such a humble guy. He doesn't really tell you until you like talk more about all these other projects. But yeah, so excited to have the meet with him. His name is Ian.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm. Okay. So, and that's going to be on Zoom.
yeah. Zoom or I did access or Riverside. I'm just testing out Riverside at the moment.
How did you find it when you did that last one on Riverside?
I found the process of getting the guests and then filming quite easy. And then, but however, in the editing phase, for some reason, it's the audio and the video were not synced. That was quite frustrating to put it together. I was back and forth with my YouTube editor just to see like what was going on there. We managed to get it somewhat working decent in the end.
Hmm. So when you get it in the editing, it captures the audio, video, but it doesn't sync it together.
It's supposed to, but
Mhm.
it didn't.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, for us, that's fine because what we do, we export everything anyway. So we'll export the audio, export the video, and then we will just sync it in our when we edit. So to be honest, that's not really a problem. The good thing I do like Riverside, but with the kind of the formats are pretty nice, on how like it's kind of like a TV show type of vibe. I mean, Zoom is cool. We use Zoom currently, but we're also changing. Some of our clients, we're looking at Riverside streaming us a different thing. So I think it's good that we can, but you just let me know what you're comfortable with. We can do it through Zoom, or if you're comfortable through Riverside, don't worry about the editing. You don't have to worry about that now. As long as it captures the video,
Mm.
it's recording, it's got the audio, then all you got to do is, I think, either Riverside, it doesn't allow a edited version, so you don't, maybe we just get your login details and do it like that, or you export it and then it's in a drive. Either way, we just want to make it where it's very easy for you.
Yep.
So yeah, that's very important. But yeah, I guess the Google Drive, the YouTube setup, we set up the Spotify. We may need you to kind of set it up because it's your account, just username. Do you have a Spotify account already?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll send the instructions just to set that up, just a few minutes. And then now I just like what's the vision? Like I know I saw the onboarding form. Like what's
Mm.
the vision with your podcast? Because this is your vision, this is your baby. So, how can we get this right? Like what do you want out of it?
Yeah. So the podcast is an extension of my personal brand. My personal brand is more about just going on my journey. It's two sides. One, sharing the progress of like who I am as a person, how I grow as an athlete, as a coach, as someone who wants to serve people. And then the other side is purely about more the health and fitness side. That's how I'm what I'm good at, what I really enjoy is about helping that. And then the podcast is more a way of rather than talking about me or sharing, what I think is good, it's opening up perspectives and opportunities from other people who are not necessarily in the health and fitness space, but someone who's going out there and trying to make a positive difference in their own way to the world that I find inspiring. So with the podcast, because of this, new investment that I'm making in, I'm really want to put in more effort into it. Um, I'm going to try and turn like my living room here into like a temporary, like little podcast studio. So I
Can
want
I
to have
see?
in-person guests.
Can I see a little bit? Like,
Yeah, yeah. So this is the living room.
wow.
So I do share this. So I have to do like the in-person stuff probably on a weekend
Yeah.
because my flatmate works in this desk 5 days a week. Um, but it'd be great to have like people from my network here to have an in-person element into it.
Hmm.
So the one after Ian, I've got a podcast booked on the that following weekend, and that's like a deadline for me to like invest in my first like equipment to have here and just test it out. Um, yeah, and then we'll just try and get a little bit better each time.
Mhm. And so these people that you're bringing on,
Yeah.
like cool people, amazing people, are they also potential prospects? Are they also potential partnerships that you're trying to leverage? Like, what's the angle with the guests that you're bringing on?
Yeah, I think the guest not necessarily as a client, but
Mhm.
someone I could potentially work with in the future, whatever um, I guess endeavor or um, project I have on. But it's tapping also into their network is maybe the angle in terms of looking at for prospects, opening up that their market. Yes, some of them may be in the health fitness space, but some not. Some are just people who just want to um, learn more, find out more, um, change, find, looking for some new value in their life.
Mm. I think going in the angle of leveraging other people's networks is a great thing because again, what we're going to do is we're going to it's like hosting a TV show, right? The Cameron Neal show.
Mm,
That's just what I'm saying now. So we host a TV show, like you bring these cool people and then they're gonna see like the fact that you've brought them on, they're grateful, like, oh, I'm on a podcast, I'm on Cameron's podcast, whether that's a Riverside conversation, like, hey, like, welcome to the podcast. They're excited about that. So then they're spending that time with you. And then they're like, wow, they're gonna want to reciprocate. So whether they like, oh, you should meet Cameron, or so this is how you're gonna really build a powerful network. So that's why I also think like, coming up with even like a quick fire round of questions that you can come up with. What's your, in health and fitness space, what's your favorite thing to, do before a workout or, I don't know, questions. So maybe even come up, see if you can, as you do the show, hey guys, like towards the end of the show, this is just my quick fire questions. You can only answer it with one word or something. What do you do for your daily exercise? So we want to continue to like, you're hosting the party, you're asking the questions, you're being curious, you're learning and growing from it, which is amazing. You get to learn from so many different people, have their stories, but you can also, where your influence comes in, and there's that chance where you talk about health and fitness and what you're passionate about. That's where the real value is.
mm,
When they share that to their network, guess what? They're gonna fall in love with who? They're gonna fall in love with Cameron. Like, of course, the guest is on the show, but like, oh wow, like this is dope. Like, they're looking at their friend or whoever the guest that you're bringing, but they're also looking at you. So we want to kind of, yeah, build that. And I think if you just keep building that over time, this investment, the return on investment is just going to be far greater. You're going to see, and then you can start to get your clients on the show. Eventually, you can even start to charge people who want to going to come on your show. And it's even paying for the service in itself. Honestly, like So there's so many. That's just what I'm kind of thinking in my mind. Just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. I like that direction with the podcast.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, look, you've woken up quite early, so we just wanted to like again just kind of the vision, so at least we can look at the 10 years from now, 5 years from now, what this vision looks like. Where
Hmm.
as we continue to go on, we're not just doing the podcast now, we're documenting certain things. I know you're doing things there, and that's why we really want to organize the Google Drive files where you have your So I'll give you an example. So this is one client I have. Um, so this is the Google Drive of the media. So we have like strategy session, like what we're doing. We have a folder for that. Podcast episodes. This is where me and you. This is where we'll be. So for example, I was her first guest. Then we have another person, right? So then every folder is kind of really organized. So what we'd want from you, what we can develop is like, so she gave me this as a start, is like maybe her brand images. Do you have any brand images, any things like that? Um, any like videos of you like in the gym? Like we can even just be putting like, yeah, we'll create a folder gym videos or something, and then just put hella
Yep.
videos, and then we can use that as B-roll in the footage. So we kind of want to develop this folder where we just have, kind of like networking videos, for example, here. And so when you go in here, it's her networking video. So now she's obviously just doing podcasts, but later on, it's like, hey, let's go and use those networking videos. Either we use them as B-roll, or we can just keep going more. So we really want to, any files you're doing, you're recording anything, you're going to the gym, da da da. Kind of, if you've saved it, we can kind of be putting it and organizing this. And then as we go on, if you have logos, anything, we start to do advertisements. So that's very important. They're watching a podcast episode. Also, we have a YouTube subscribe. They're watching the episode, and then 5 minutes through, hey guys, it's Cameron here. Do you have a newsletter?
I do. Yes.
Okay, you said that on the thing. So that one is crucial. Oh, this is so good. So you have a newsletter. How many people do you have in your newsletter?
Like 23, I think.
That's Hey, that's perfect. So we can do a couple of things here. Let me not get too excited. So we can do a couple advertisements. We could do one advertisement on the newsletter. They're watching the video. Hey guys, I know you're watching this video. It's Cameron here. I just really love for you to, in the link below, subscribe to my newsletter. I'm giving weekly updates, how you can keep fit, da da da, boom. And then the video continues. And then we can have another advertisement like, hey, it's Cameron here. We can start to develop that. If you need help with your training in, da 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 da, feel free. And now because we have your onboarding form, we know who your target audience is. That's something that we can continue to like, you know. But I think with the newsletter, so powerful because with the newsletter, when you get people in there, then in your newsletter, you're saying, hey guys, I had an amazing conversation with so and so and so. We talked about this, we talked about this. Have a watch. And then you send the people to YouTube. I'll just show you one thing here.
Mhm.
Let me go on my Gmail. So I think that's really good that you've got if I go here, where is he? Daniel. So okay, what did he do? Um, Okay, this guy, Daniel Priestley, he's like a big entrepreneur. And I kind of just watch the game and watch what he does. So he starts off with his newsletter, bada boom. He was on Diary of a CEO, which we kind of really try to implement their trailers. That's really our bread and butter. Okay, where does he, boom, boom. Could you watch the debate and leave a comment? And then where does he send his audience to? I'm sick. He sends his audience to where? YouTube. Dope trailer, boom, 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 boom. So that's dope. Imagine that with your newsletter.
Yeah.
Now you're sending your newsletter people. You do what you do whatever you, but now you're sending them to YouTube to do what? So they can spend more time with Cameron. Look at that, 2 hours. So, and he doesn't even have his own podcast. He just goes on other people's podcasts and then he uses it for also his newsletter. So,
Yeah.
I think that's really good that you have that. So, yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Like the podcast and newsletter, I've actually called them the same name. It's called the Midweek Motivation. Um, but in the newsletters, like, sorry, the both newsletter and podcast, it's more of a personal connection to me. If they see me through Instagram or just through a regular videos on YouTube, it's like they've come in here for a purpose. They want to, improve their health and fitness in some way. But they I guess they go from this point where they're going from a viewer to more of a fan to more of a friend, and that's like where this is coming from. They want to, stay more involved in my life and watch either my journey or just keep me inspired to go to their next level.
Mm. Yeah. That's yeah. And I think when you just come from this of an angle of just how can I just give, you're going to be blessed. Like this investment that you've taken, you're not investing in me, you're investing in yourself. Like this, once you go on this journey, this is fun. And so our job is how can we make this continue to make it simple, easy, and fun. I like that. We're gonna make it
Mm.
simple, easy, and fun. All you got to do. I'm kind of liking the Riverside Schmo. We had Simple, Easy, and Fun Technocracy podcast. They used Riverside. It was pretty cool, kind of split screen, and then once either they get it, they just export it, put it in Google Drive, or we just go into their Riverside. So
Yeah.
we'll figure that out. We can just come into your Riverside. So all you got to do is record and then boom. How are you kind of booking them in? You're just kind of boom, you send them a calendar invite. How's that? How's your process in booking them?
Yeah, it would come off with a Instagram DM first,
Okay.
and then I would book them in through there. They say they're keen. All right, I get their email, and I send them more details through like their email address, calendar invite. Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Okay, cool. And then we have the onboarding form. We have the onboarding form as well that we'll be able to continually use. And how can we continue to bring this back into your business? And whether eventually we're having your clients come on here, let's just have fun. Yeah, man. Oh, by the way, also like some of this content we love to share, and obviously now we're working together, we're documenting the journey. Do you also mind if I like share this type of content that even we're doing here, and we'll save this into a strategy session thing for us as well. We can look back on.
Definitely, yeah. I'm more than happy to help you guys out as much as you're helping me.
Yeah, yeah. And another thing, which is another thing we do as well, we also like we do share it as well. So sometimes we'll post clips on like our channel, fitness. I think that's really good because now you're just like tapping into our audience and different people's audience. So that's something that we also like doing as well.
Yeah, no problem. Sounds good.
Cool. All right, man. Do you have any questions? Any questions?
No, I'm so excited for the start of the process, and I'll do the best I can to keep learning and yeah.
Awesome. So we have a couple of, remember, I know, you're busy and stuff. Not started yet. That's going to be you. I got to get your email so I can add you on this. So yeah, just kind of, and if you need help with this, I'll invite you. Okay, I'll get your email after this, but I'll put your name there, Google Drive. How many gigs do you have with Google Drive? Do you know?
I've got like 200 gigs, I think.
Okay, that'll be good for
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Well, we're on like 4 terabytes because it just gets too
yeah.
much. But 200 gig is fine. We'll be able to get quite a lot of content in there. So Google Drive, that's perfect. You'll be able to add me in there. Spotify, you already have a Spotify account, but you have to
Yeah.
create a Spotify for Creators account, which is you just
That's
use.
what I've got actually. I've got
Mhm.
that.
Oh, you got that? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. So all you got to do is add us as an editor, which is very simple. I can also help send that. I think I have that. Spot and Apple.
No, actually, I did have a question. So, because I only use Spotify and YouTube for now, I haven't just got around to making my other accounts. Um, should I also do that as well and give you all the edited details, like Apple, for instance, and the other platforms?
Yeah, well, Spotify, I'm pretty sure once you've uploaded on Spotify, it goes to the other
Yeah.
distribution, which is great, just not Apple. Now, Apple can be a little bit annoying, I won't lie. But like it is good to be on Apple as well, kind of give that omnipresence. So yes, you would I just did it with one client. We kind of went through the security issues a little bit. Like for example, Rugari, his Apple, he also put our number as the verification and his. So because sometimes we'll log in, maybe you're
Okay.
sleeping, at different times, and then it may ask you for a text message, and maybe you're not awake, or maybe you're busy, but we need to go in and upload the episode. So yes, what we'll do there's a way on Apple as well, you can add us as an editor. So we don't have to be logged into your account, but just like Spotify, you add me as an editor. So all we can do is just come in and upload. It's not our channel. We just come in and upload the episode. So that will be the task for Apple. So let's do that. Set up Apple. Set up. Set up Apple. And add us. Yeah. Set up Apple. Add us as editors.
What other accounts would you like me to set up?
Um, no, that's it. So you already got YouTube. So that's yeah,
Okay.
YouTube Studio, add us as manager. And Google Drive, you'll just add us on your Google Drive, and then we can come in. We'll be creating our own folders, ETFs, so you just know where you can just go in your every episode you want to post on social shorts, Google Drive. We'll also get all your social medias just so we, So Google Drive, add us, editor. Spotify, you already have one, so that's fantastic. We just need to add as editor as well. Same as Apple. Those are the tasks really that just gets us set up. And then is later Riverside would be providing us the Riverside. I know there's no editor function that we can go in as editors and so you just give us the login
Okay.
details. Maybe even you could do a practice run on Riverside, just record one more, or you could even let me know. We could do a quick call if you want, just before the next, just so we can kind of practice going into your Riverside and just in case if we encounter any problems, making sure it's recorded. So I would just say Riverside setup a little bit, just so we know Riverside setup.
Yep.
That's all we need. Those tasks we can just, boom, boom, and we get done. And then at least that sets us up for when is the date of recording again?
It would be the 2nd of April.
Second. Cool. 2nd of April. Now, usually, like let's say you do 2nd of April. First, when we kind of been doing what we're doing and we started, we have like a really like a 72-hour turnover period that I'm obsessed with, like speed. But now, as the production quality, we're getting a bit higher and more, in episodes and making the dub. Sometimes we could take a week for us to edit the episode, or we're stretching that time a little bit more just because of the production quality. And like if it's a Riverside conversation, we still got to make that shit engaging, right? We still got to make
Yeah.
at least like yes, of course it's a podcast, like it's not going to be a movie, but still at least they're watching it and they're entertained, they're engaged, they're, the attention span, fitness. And so that's why we'll be good when we get a lot of footage of you, so we can just be making it nice.
Yeah. Perfect. I'm happy for as long as it takes to get the best quality.
Love it. Yeah. That's the most important thing. As long as you can, yeah, we can get that quality. The audio is good, the video is good, Riverside, if you're in person, yeah, and I'm sure you've got it. That's once you've got that, then you're just sending us quality, so it gives us the best. So cool. I'll share this kind of workspace with you as well. And man, let's do. I'm really excited. As I said, we're really like kind of looking after the people. This is like a family, and it's an investment, and it's like, you know, I always say it's addictive. When you start this, it's like the rush you get from being able to just give and pour out to people, and this is your media company. You know what I mean? This is
Yes.
your media company, man. This is the start of something. Media, media, media. We can all build media companies, and now this is the start of it. So let's go all in. Cool.
Wow. Yeah. This is it.
Cool.
Looking forward to it.
All right, man. I'll let you go. Are you going to go back to sleep or get ready for your client?
No, I got coaching first thing. Yeah. So I'll be in half an hour, 40 minutes. I'll have to leave to get to first thing of the day.
And what time do you usually wake up?
Usually it's about 5, so it wasn't too bad today. It's just like extra 45 minutes earlier than usual.
Yeah, 5. Nice and early, like me. Love it, man. All right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you go. Thanks so much.
Cool. Thanks, man. I'll get that done ASAP
Yes,
for you.
yes. We'll get that done, sorted, and then we'll keep on email, Google Drive, so then we can kind of at least we're organized for the next week.
Sounds good.
See you later. God
All
bless.
right. Thank you. See ya.